Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Deb and Nina V Show. My name is Deb,
And my name is Nina.
and this is our first official episode since the transition.
It is. How exciting.
All right,
Yeah.
so what is our topic today?
Oh, okay. So today I want to talk about diversity and inclusion.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like, it's a known topic, right? But people mix up the two a lot. So I want to separate that and, dive into that later. But diversity, right? I'm just going to define that as like a mix of people right within an organization. Yeah. And then inclusion is basically those same people making them feel like they belong. That sense of belonging within that organization is important.
Okay, so like,
Yeah.
what are in the mix of people that are in the organization?
Yeah, so good point, but it's like and gender diversity. Yeah, is what I was trying to think of. So of course that obviously includes men, women, anybody in the LGBT plus community. And then I kept running into a lot as well, like cognitive diversity. Yeah, so it's simple, right? Because we are different. We come from different backgrounds and cultures. We obviously think different.
Yeah,
Yeah, no brainer, right? And it should be valued.
and I'm also thinking too, like probably it would fit under that same category, like levels of education. Do you think?
Yeah, because that's gonna make a huge difference in terms of those opportunities. Yeah.
And you mentioned inclusion, as far as like feeling like you belong, you know.
Yes, that sense of belonging.
Yes, because that's part of the other issues with diversity. Well, the first issue is the fact that I feel like companies in America,
Yeah.
organizations are not really representing the population that they are providing services for.
No.
And that's the first problem. And then
Yeah.
the other problem is the little diverse groups that they do have within the organizations, they don't know how to manage them. Like they don't know how to create an environment where they can thrive and succeed, just like the white individuals. Because I do feel like policies, rules,
Yeah.
regulations were all like made based on them,
Cater to the white
their
man.
standards.
Yeah.
So it's just two issues that we're facing back to back as far as like diversity and an inclusion on top of that.
Yeah. They really are, and I know you probably can relate a lot to that since
Oh, yeah.
you're in a corporate world and dealing with
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I was in a work environment where I didn't feel like I related to people.
Yeah.
I felt invisible for sure. And then I was also bilingual on top of it.
Yeah.
And we think differently, we
Yeah.
do things differently, and I just always felt misunderstood. So it's important as far as like a diverse individual to really feel included, because that's also how you are able to keep your employees as well. Like they're
Yeah.
more likely to stay.
Exactly.
They're more likely to work harder for you. They're more likely to appreciate their job and just
Yeah, there's some huge pros into investing in diversity. Like you were saying, all of that, right? Creativity. Like you said, so investing in that and being and adding inclusion to that as well, because they both gotta live they both gotta be put together. You
Yeah.
can't have one or the other.
yeah.
Because these corporations, they do look at diversity like it is a numbers game. Right. And inclusion, obviously, with that sense of belonging there,
Yeah.
is going to be huge because that's where that loyalty is.
Yeah.
But the most important type of inclusion, I can't believe I forgot to even mention that earlier, is going to be like disability inclusion. And I think it's just really, there's this misconception I think these big corporations and organizations have, like
Yeah.
they think that, oh, if they go and accommodate for a few disabled people, like they're okay. And
Kind of like doing the bare minimum.
yeah, they're just throwing something together last minute, and it's kind of like there's a difference from from accommodating disabled people and actually giving them access to that same facility. Like so that accessibility is very important. It's giving you thought ahead. You know what I mean? Like this is catered to me. Because the whole importance of inclusion in general is making it easier for everybody's life,
to feel
like day
comfortable
to day.
and welcomed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because like, for any given individual without a disability, they don't have to think about accommodations needing to be made just for them to be there.
Yes.
They just kind of walk in and they are,
Yeah.
And it would be nice to have that same, to have those individuals with disabilities feeling the same exact way, because the company has already thought ahead. We're a melting pot, and we're getting all types of cultures and different kinds of backgrounds and people coming in.
Yeah.
I think we should also expand our research methods to really be able to find out about these cultures.
Yeah.
Put your corporate leaders in class, teach them some culture so that they can really know how to communicate and really
take that
live
accountability
in an environment. Yeah.
Honestly, plain and simple, take that accountability to make the changes that's needed. So I do think, now that, we're in this part of our segment, I think we should play our game. It's called Yes. So I have a list of statistics here, just a couple of things. We're going to have Deb guess here whether it's going to be a fact or a cap.
Yes.
Yeah. So, are you ready? Okay. So, statistics. 1 out of 4 people has a disability, according to CDC. Is that a fact or is that a cap?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with fact.
It is a fact. So because of that 1 out of 4, I mean, come on now. Inclusion, it's not even like,
that's a lot of people in our population. 1 out of 4.
Exactly.
And that should already just be in our conversations as far as like,
honestly,
building a world that includes everybody.
Yeah, I when I say it's unethical, like if you're not even going to think about that huge amount of population to make their lives easier. So yeah, 1 out of 4. Okay, so what about this one? No peeking. Okay. Around 25 to 30% is where minority voices starts being heard in organizations. Is that a fact or is that a cap?
That sounds like a fact.
And it's true. It is a fact. So roughly about 30% of, with minorities have to be in any type of organizations for them to even speak up.
Oh.
And be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because having an organization that you don't feel welcomed in, chances are you're probably not gonna have the courage to speak up.
Yeah, that's huge. Like, and gosh.
Yeah, like you probably feel like your values or your ideas aren't important.
Yeah,
at least that's often why I don't, speak up. Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and then so, what about this one? Is it a fact or is it a cap? Women are 34% better at working out compromises than, obviously, men, their counterparts. Yeah.
So I'm going to say that's a fact because oftentimes, it's women who have to compromise. So we're probably really good at it by now.
It is big fact.
So
it is a big fact. Yes, we are 34% better. That's very interesting. Yeah. Some of these are new to me. And last one, women holds up to 20% of seats in boardrooms of top companies globally. Is that a fact or are we capping on that one?
That's probably a fact because I know that we do need more women in these positions.
Yes.
Like it should be saying 50% woman, 50% man.
I know 20% is really low.
It's kind of low
globally. Yeah. So that is a fact though. Get those numbers up. For real. But you did good.
We popping for real.
Yeah. So,
all right. So I have some facts or caps of my own.
Yes.
Do you have more?
I think I just had the last one.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah.
Go ahead.
35% of diverse teams outperforms less diverse teams.
I think that's a no-brainer. Fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, because if you're if you're able to represent your consumers better, you're able to talk to them and relate to them better.
Yeah, I can definitely see that correlation too.
All right, so
Okay.
here we go. So 72% of Black women, 53% of Latinas, 52% of Asian women say that executive presence at their company is defined as conforming to traditionally white male standards. So as far as those statistics.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that sounds like it's a fact. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes. So, of course, it's going to be mostly Black women who feel this way. But, yeah, we do feel like those regulations and the standards and, the presence, it is just all based on white males.
Yeah. That's a shame.
So, it doesn't really cover everybody else or represent everyone else in the company.
Yeah.
So the rest of us is kind of feel left out, unimportant.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So we need to do better with diversity. Okay. So in a 2015 study called Black Women Ready to Lead, there was about 10% of Black women who feel like their ideas are not heard or recognized. They're also less likely than straight white men to have their ideas endorsed. So the
true. So that's a fact.
You think that's a fact?
Wait, you said they were less likely or more likely?
It said that they are. So 15% of Black women 10% of Black women feel their ideas are not heard or recognized. They're also less likely than straight white men to have their ideas endorsed.
Yeah, that is a fact. Sadly, I do think so.
What's even worse is that it's capped, but it's capped because the number is higher. It's not 10% of Black women who feel this way. It's actually almost 50%.
Wow. Because I was like, that sounds like a little bit low, but at the same time, I'm just like, wow, now we're up there. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you don't want to even be up there.
Yeah. That's not a good number to be up on. All right. So last factor cap here.
Yeah.
Okay. Says, Black women feel invincible. Mm-hmm. They are more likely to feel their talent are recognized by their superiors compared to white women.
That's a cap. I could sense that cap from
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can sense that cap from I don't know how far away, girl. Like,
yes,
we're
it's
gonna
the opposite. They're more likely to feel like their talents are not recognized. And I feel like too that also like discourages a lot of unique and talented individuals who are within the minority group.
Yeah.
Because we're just not encouraging them enough,
No.
to really just advance. Instead, they're just put in a predicament to feel left out, unappreciated, overworked but unrecognized.
Okay, because we're gonna walk out and have been.
Right, that's the thing too. Because
if
a company aren't able to make everybody feel included, and feel like they belong and be part of the corporate family, we'll say, they will leave.
Yeah, because the loyalty is unmatched. Like when you feel like you actually belong to something, But besides that, if not, like, when that loyalty start wavering, they're gone. And so it's really just all pros for diversity and inclusion and accessibility.
Yeah.
All for it, right? So honestly, like, if you guys learned anything new from today,
seriously,
let us know. Write it down in the comments because we would love to know, right?
Yes. And if there's anything we missed that we did not add in our conversation, add that in the comments as well. All right.
Yes.
And we'll just keep the conversation going because it's all about learning, right?
It is. So don't forget, please like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button and that little bell, okay? And we will will see you guys next week.
All right. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.